The world is heading into AI everything at lightning speed, but that does not mean that you have to sacrifice your authenticity and sound like a robot. Right now, more than ever, people are using AI for so many things, and a lot of the times they're using it in very clever ways, me included. By the end of this video, you are going to learn my very specific tactics for using AI to write copy for my business, in my business, and pretty much everything my business touches. Whether it's marketing campaigns, outlining plans, developing tags for SEO, or caption and description writing. You're also going to have the ability to take my exact prompts that I use in the free resource below. It is called ChatGPT Prompts for Content Marketing. You will have access to all of the prompts that I use on a daily basis as a 5-year content strategist, and I hope that that really helps you out. We're actually going to utilize this tool together live, so even if you don't want to download it yourself, you can still see exactly what it has to offer. So let's get into it. We want to start with defining your voice. Anytime we use AI, we want to obviously make sure it sounds like you and I. By outlining your specific traits, your inspirations, and even how you want to be perceived by your audience are all things that you are going to want to touch on when you use AI in a chat. Because AI is essentially this touchable way to interact with the internet, you can basically treat AI as if it is the internet in person form. That is one of the major ways to think about this. So because it is tapped into the internet, guess what it has an abundance of? Information. And so we are not teaching it how to be human. We're not even teaching it how to know anything. It already knows. So our mind and our knowledge can be reflected into AI and into AI's knowledge about us. And so when you say, my voice is bold, it's witty, it's perspective driven, and it's soft and compassionate, AI already knows what those things mean, and it potentially even knows how that comes across as in conversation. And so the beauty is that you're working with something that already knows a lot, and so you can basically talk to it, as I said, like a human internet. So think about those major traits that you want to sound like: bold, personable, relatable, all of the things that really describe who you are, and write those down. Next, think about the people who inspire you in the writing world. Now, this does not have to be the most famous SEO copywriter, and this does not even have to be an author, anybody who writes blogs. It could certainly be, or it could just be an inspirational piece of writing that you found really resonates with you and really reflects how you want to sound in a very specific way. So gather these pieces of writing, whether it is a blog post, whether it is a social media caption, something that can be copied and pasted into ChatGPT and described for its blank, right? You want to tell AI what exactly you like about this piece of content and why you want to sound the certain way that it is conveying. Lastly, you want to tell AI how you want to be perceived. Now, this is all about how you want people to feel when they read your content. And these three things, meaning telling it your traits, your voice, the things that make you who you are, your personality, right? Those little adjectives. Also giving it inspirational pieces to work with, telling it what you like specifically about the pieces of writing, telling AI how you want to be perceived is like the trifecta of the perfect way to teach AI how to speak in your language, in your voice, authentically. So telling it how you want people to feel when they read it is also a form of telling it kind of the voice and the trait that you want to come off as. Or it could be something that is completely from the experience of the reader. You can say, I want the person reading this to feel like they really want to take the next step with me in my offer. Or you can say, I want this call to action, the way that I lead people through my content. I want it to feel natural. I want it to make them feel like I'm not selling them something. You can get as specific as just speaking to it like you're speaking to a consultant about how you want to sound online through your content. The next major step here is to tell AI exactly what you want and do it only once. Now, what do I mean by do it only once? This is all about trial and error. When we are doing this practice and we are telling it what we want to sound like, we're telling it what we're inspired by, we want people to feel a certain way, we are doing a lot of upfront work. Now, this work should really only be done once. And there is always going to be room for refinement, but this is the beauty and this is the magic about AI, is that it is super hyper automated. You really only have to do something once, save your prompt, and then you don't really ever have to do it again. So if you're telling AI to come up with a 2 to 3 sentence description for your YouTube channel description, your meta description, whatever it is, and you really what it came back with, because what you said was, please come up with a 2 to 3 sentence description for my YouTube channel that is optimized with these keywords and is completely based on the transcription of this video. A little side note here is if you don't use Descript, I highly recommend that you do, because especially if you are a video person, you want to be on video and you also want to be educational and giving people value through what you say and your expertise, Descript is going to be a life changer for you. And the reason that I'm able to get the transcript of a video that I create is because of Descript. You upload a video, it transcribes the audio. It's typically almost always like 98% accurate with what you say, like the words are correct. You can literally copy and paste that transcription into ChatGPT and say, base this description off of this video transcript, and it will do that. So the work is already done. You already recorded the video, like I'm recording a video now. You know for a fact that I am going to, once this is done, upload it to Descript, have it transcribe what I say, and that transcript of all of those words that I am saying even right now are going to get pasted into ChatGPT, and I'm going to use that transcript for many things, including title, description, tags, anything that has to do with keywords, caption writing for social posts that have to do with this video. Do you see where I'm going with this? This is what I mean by you only have to do things once and they will work for you. So the major takeaway here is when you come up with a prompt and it gives you back something you really like, save that prompt, because it is going to help you immensely in the future. And as long as you have it accessible, like in your Apple Notes or in your Google Docs or whatever is the most accessible to you at all times, it is going to streamline your day and is going to make your work go by so much faster. All right, guys, so I'm going to actually take you behind the scenes to look at the ChatGPT Prompts for Content Marketing free resource. I'm actually going to walk through it with you and use it with an example of a video that I've created. And we are going to just do the prompt a little bit and see exactly how it works so that you can do the same. So let's get into behind the scenes. Hey guys, welcome to the back end of Descript, where I'm actually going to show you the ChatGPT prompts for content marketing in action. So what we are going to do here is, here's a video that I previously recorded that hopefully you guys have seen. It's the quick design and copy hacks for small business owners. So here I am in Descript. Here's the video. Here is the transcript. Now this is of course all edited the way that I like. It has everything I want in the content. And this is key, right? We obviously want to do all of our prompting once we have the final product of whatever we are putting into ChatGPT. So whether that's a blog post, a video, we want to make sure that all of the fluff, all of the unnecessary things like the ums and the uhs are out, even though that's fine because you're only teaching ChatGPT how you speak. So either way, even if you don't have everything completely out of it, just make sure it's in its final form. That is the major point here. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the content marketing ChatGPT prompts. So this is what it's going to look like when you download. And what we can do here is go to each page. Each page is dedicated to the kind of prompt that you are going to input. So, do we want social media optimization? Do we want general industry questions? No, we're using a piece of content this time. But the general industry questions are great for market research, niche and industry keywords, target audience struggles, figuring out kind of like how you want to speak to the right person. This page is perfect for that. We can do blog optimization, which is completely accurate to what we could be doing with this. We could also be doing social media optimization. So coming up with social media posts from a blog, which this is a blog, content ideas, identifying content genre. And then there's a miscellaneous page where you can optimize ad copy, digital product backend framework, and workshop execution plan, right? So these are just miscellaneous prompts that I have used in the past and have really worked well for me. ChatGPT is tapped into the intranet. So it's reading Reddit threads, it's going into Quora questions and reading from people in this industry, especially when you identify the industry you're in, and it's sourcing all the information it has. So this is why these prompts are so useful. We're going to go back to blog optimization because this is essentially a blog, right? We go back to this page and we are looking at a video of me, and we could turn this video into a written blog in one prompt. Very simple prompt. It's not going to sound like AI. It's going to sound like you because you're the one speaking. And all you have to do is make sure you hit those key points of saying, I want this to sound like me. I recorded this video, so I am the speaker in this video. The transcript is of me in my voice. I want this blog to sound like me. I want it to have minimal edits, minimal emojis, minimal editing, but basically pointing out the headlines and pointing out the little key points in bullets or however you want. So that's just an example, an additional example of how this can go. So let's go back here, and what do we want to do with this video? Let's use the top prompt for this video. My target audience for this blog post in particular is description of specific audience. Can you create a meta description, right? Because this is ideal for meta descriptions for your blog, descriptions for YouTube. This is where search happens, right? This is where people are typing in the keywords of what you were talking about in the video. They want to find your video. So we want to make sure that we are optimizing these descriptions and tapping kind of into the internet and being like, hey, what are people searching for? What can you create for me, AI, that's based on this video, but optimized for a meta description that's concise, highlights, right? You're telling it what you want it to do, highlights the benefits of reading the post, and includes relevant keywords based on my niche, and encourages readers to click. Here is the full blog article so that you understand the topics covered. Okay, so let's do this. Let's copy and paste this prompt right into ChatGPT. So here we are in ChatGPT. I'm going to paste the prompt. That's the first thing I'm going to do. What is the blog title, right? The blog title is Quick Design and Copy Hacks for Small Business Owners. So we're going to say that is the title. My target audience for this blog post is, let's say, small creative business owners, wellness and craft artisans. Can you create a meta description that's concise, highlights, blah, 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 blah. So then we are going to paste the full article here. Something to mention about Descript as I'm doing this is it will really only work when you paste something in ChatGPT. If you are taking a transcript from Descript, you just want to pay attention to these numbers that are in the corner over here, right? See how where my mouse is, the numbers are going up in time. We don't want to exceed 20 minutes, okay? So if you use Descript, it will basically prompt you that there's an error if you go over 20 minutes of transcript. So 20 minutes is a bit long, so we're just going to paste. You don't have to edit because it can see where things are in this prompt. It knows what you're asking. That's all that matters. We just click send. And here is a meta description tailored to the blog post that is literally speaking to the audience I want to speak to. So, need faster content creation? Discover 3 quick design and copy hacks for creative wellness and craft business owners to save time, boost quality, and streamline marketing using Canva and AI. That is exactly what this video was about. Now, obviously, it's going to give you some follow-ups like, do you want a variation? Do you want it to sound more friendly, more professional? This kind of stuff only matters however much it matters to you, if that makes sense. So meta descriptions aren't the most super forward facing. And for those who don't know, this is the thing that you put in to your blog post on your website. It's like a back end SEO kind of mechanism, but this could also be used for your description in a YouTube video. So for instance, the fact that this is a YouTube video that is live, I could do this prompt and just copy and paste this right into the YouTube description as the summary that summarizes what this is about. So as you can see, this is insanely valuable. Imagine how much time it would have taken me to come up with this good of a meta description that has all of the keywords. It talks really genuinely to what I say in the video, right? We're only using something that is authentic. We're not taking something that has been already put into AI and is already kind of like not really your voice anymore. It's super optimized already, right? Like this is just me editing, cutting the video, cutting out the uhs and the ahs, and making it a final video. And what this does is it allows that video to now be condensed. It takes all of the keywords and it puts it right into this little meta description that you would have probably had to go to school for to learn how to do yourself and do it in this quick of time. I don't even know if going to school would have taught you how to do it this quick. So that is exactly how to use this little free download sheet that I created. And it is there for you if you want to use it. Basically, each of these key, I guess, like headlines describe each of the prompts. So if that is confusing to you, that is what that is. So this first one here is target audience struggles. The second one is about niche and industry keywords. The last one is market research. I hope that this was super, super helpful for you. If you want to download the ChatGPT prompts for content marketing, they are in the description for you now. So thank you so much for hopping in the back end with me. I want you to grab your free prompts below. They are completely free. You will open this PDF and you'll be able to copy and paste any of these prompts for any of the work that you're working on. If you're still wondering exactly how I templatize and streamline my workflow so that I create content only 10 hours a month, yet publish a high quality long form piece of content every single week, meet me in this video where I will teach you exactly how I master quick content creation in 10 hours a month or less without burning out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you there.